Voice news disconnected.
Good morning, good morning. Pretty large move up this morning. Unexpected. Let's see how much more we get. NQ holding our upper balance edge from Friday. Good hold the previous day value high so far on NQ. Watching our reoffer here into 75.
SubGen AI enters a strategic cloud partnership with Alibaba Cloud Netherlands to accelerate adoption of a Serenity Star AI platform.
That was a lot of words that didn't sound like they made sense together. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm so tired. So offer's still sitting here from 75 to 90. We're just waiting to see if it flips or not. ESPOC is trying to shift up here on the daily. Still holding our pivot. Testing into POC a previous candle now. NQ is still absorbing into 75 to 90. Just waiting to see if we can flip POC a previous candle or if we're going to continue this lower high. Back inside value now.
Trump builds a $483 million war chest ahead of the midterm elections. This is according to campaign finance filings, which show Republicans outraising Democrats.
Oh, boy. What's up, club? Yes, testing into POC of previous candle. Low look above. Let's see if we can bid up here. ES and RTY will lead. NQ will follow. Directionally. Morning, Wolf. Flip of our 90 so far on NQ, testing into that POC of previous candle. ES and RTY leading up. Back over our offer here. Hoping that we are able to now build. Oh, what's up, Flex? Why is your name the Wolf underscore X2? Got banned, huh? Unlucky. Is it cold there? Yes, it is cold. It is, let me look at my phone. It is currently 10 degrees here. It's very cold. What's up, Roy? Our POC on the daily is starting to shift up here on NQ following ES and RTY. Took highs slightly, but we need to see follow through now with the higher low, ideally. Coming back into our pivot here, watching to see our reaction. I haven't really liked anything all that much yet. We've just identified where this guy is. The 70-75 is like where this buyer's been trying. We flipped off from our offer. Just need to see a bit more info as we push into this guy. Excuse me. Jesus. It's very like two-sided up
Micron
here.
Technology up 4.4%, and Western Digital are up 4.8% as memory chipmaker shares rise, extending a rally from January.
Coming back down into POC on EOS here. Offer at 84s on NQ. I don't know. Like, I see the flip, like, that's clear, but I just don't necessarily think the playability is all there. I'm not really seeing, like, a ton of follow-through from this look above and fail as of yet. I don't know. How much time do we have left? A minute until new 15s. Like, nothing's been validated. That's my issue. I'm not looking for a short until we show interest at below 850. I think this is just chop until then. If we can get like you know, some sort of move below previous day value high and then a show of our hold, then I'll be interested in a move down to 800s for like a 50-point range, you know? But until then, I just kind of feel like this chops in the new 15. And I'm not incredibly interested in that. Getting faked out in both directions while we chop, you know? New 15's opening now. See what we do here. It's a flat open from previous POCs. Once we have a better directional decision, I'll be a bit more confident in what we're doing. But again, like, it's just like 3 inside candles on the 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we kind of missed like the upside move in the first hour of the day, which feels bad. But listen, it's a Monday. I'm not about to get on at 9:30 and then stay here the entire day for the potential of a good Monday. You got me messed up. Statistically, our looking forward to a good Monday is just not worth it, probability wise. Like, it is just always the worst. Yeah, exactly. Like, what are we doing right now? How was my weekend? It's okay. It's okay. I didn't really do much. Kind of just flew by. What about you? Dude, like, what are we doing? Yeah, it's really hard to like want to do anything when it's so cold. Like all I want to do is bundle up and do nothing. Not the most productive weather in the world. Okay. Pushing down into previous day value high here on NQ.
Natural gas futures plummet 20% on a warm weather shift.
Yeah, where's the warm weather? I think we get a bounce at 8:30 and then a retest of 8:50, letting us know if we're going to do the full rotation down or not. That'd be my guess. But again, I'm not in anything yet. This is like pretty garbage. I'm looking for some sort of offer into this, and then a downleg like that, or maybe a flip back above, and then we go up. I don't know. It's not worth it to me yet. They're too a little too choppy for me. A little too indecisive. Yes, bouncing our pivot once again. NQ kind of doing its own thing while we wait for ES to give us directionality.
statement into a post on X, the US ambassador to India says that Trump just spoke with India's PM Modi.
Oh, Lord, get me out of here. Holding POC of previous candle on both ES and on NQ so far. Just watching retest as we push back down into our lows. It's still incredibly choppy. Retesting lows here on NQ, leading a bit. RTY flat. ES still holding higher low. Watching as we push down into our POC of this candle here on NQ. If you're in a short from 65 to 82, I would say this is your first risk off, but I'm not incredibly excited about this area. We're probably headed down to this PVZ, but trying to get entries is going to be rough. Just rotating through Friday's balance off of our failure at our upper balance edge, rotating down to our lower balance edge. But let's see what happens here. I'm expecting a bit of a bounce here at 30, which I think is a good first risk off, and then we'll see if we get a lower high and then a rotation through. I don't know. Just until we can flip this on ES, I'm just not incredibly excited about anything until we see a bit more speed. And a bit more range. This is probably where we're headed. Two minutes until new 15s. Trying to flip our pivot here. He is still holding our lows. No change. Offer sitting into like 35 to 50 on NQ. New 15s have opened. Testing our previous day value high here at 50 on NQ. Yeah, still holding our pivot, no change. But downtrend intact with our POCs from previous candles holding it as a reoffer as we are pushing down. See that over and over again. So as we push back into, what is this, like 96, 97? It's just want to see if that sticks for these lower highs to continue on our way. Nothing on NQ really. Just watching this, like we said, this 35 to 50 is our reoffer. Still holding. Downtrends are intact. Sell side is moving offer down for into new initiating on like new 15s. This is not great action. It's about half the liquidity I want to see right now, but I don't know. 35.50 still holding. Remember, it's a Monday. Trading's not as great usually. No reason to be putting on as much risk as you would on any other day if we know that the days are usually pretty garbage. So just a reminder that you don't have to trade the same size and the same amount of risk every single day into every setup. If you know that the day is going to be bad, no reason to put on that kind of risk. We'll see if anything like great sets up, but so far just looks like sell side curling us over, rotating us back down off of a pretty overextended upside move into the first hour of the day, and now we're getting a slow grind down on new 15s just to fill some of this poor structure. Just looking for reversions to VWAP at this point. When we start to see like a curling action like this, and we're not really seeing like an active bid step up to defend, it's like, okay, well, we'll probably just have to like rotate back down to VWAP before we find someone who's interested enough to lift us. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Again, it's not a very exciting market as of yet. With the flip of our previous day value high here at our 35 to 50, we're rotating down into our PVZ target at 800s. And then below that would be our reversion to our 15-minute VWAP at 75.80. So this is your first risk off as we push down into this. And then we'll see if we get a bit more. I think ES has room down to 82, 83 for the VWAP and PVZ. Love that we flipped pivots, but just keep in mind that we are now at that target that we drew out off of the flip of our previous day value high on our bounce. And now we're rotating into it. See what happens as we push down. Again, not the greatest trade in the world, but we are getting a move off of this. Yeah, but you know, it's just a downtrend, and we are looking at the lower offer. So far, again, we've just rejected Friday's upper balance edge, and we've rotated down to our lower balance edge from Friday. So we've now played the full balance. Was it a smooth ride? No, but on the higher time frame, right, we've done exactly what we were expecting, which is a failure at our highs will offer a full rotation back down to our lows of this balance, green to red. We've seen the offer now shift down twice, right? So we know where we want to breach and where we want to flip if we're going to rotate back up. But we need to watch to see how much of a bid we're going to get down here into our lower edge. 35 to 50 is still holding so far, but we are trying to put in a higher low right now. Let's just see what happens. Retesting previous day value high here on NQ. ES pushing back up to our POC, watching to see if it holds. Every attempt so far has resulted in just a rotation into POC of previous candle. This would be us testing into that right now on ES into 96 to 98. So let's watch that reoffer as we push into it and see if this just holds another lower high. I'm unsure, but I mean, there's nothing telling us yet that this is the low. So as we push into this, just watching our offer into that. Again, we bounced our lows on NQ into our low balance. Our RTY has found a little bit of a bid, but yes, just retesting our POC shift on the daily until we can flip back over it. I'm kind of expecting this to just be resistance until proven otherwise.
Some more color now from Axios as they say that US envoy Witkoff and Iran's foreign minister Aragchi are expected to meet on Friday in Istanbul to discuss possible nuclear deal.
See what these guys can do here. For NQ, maybe we go up to like 65 for the reoffer. I don't know. That's our POC shift on NQ. Just like on ES, it's into this 96. So 65 is our POC on the daily here. I don't know. No right side of E as of yet. That's basically what I'm trying to get at.
Ukraine's President Zelensky says the Ukrainian team are to also have a bilateral meeting with the US team in Abu Dhabi. So Al Jazeera on X, citing the Iranian intelligence minister, say that no decision will be made in the negotiations outside the framework of national interest.
Okay. RTY POC now shifting on the daily. Yes, and NQ still just holding POC as resistance on the daily. Coming back up and retesting it. Watching to see if we flip or if these hold lower highs. Again, we have no right side of V as of yet. We have a bid attempting to flip this 35 to 50, but 50 offers still holding here on NQ. We're battling for it. 35 low is still holding. Just a flip of our pivot. We've got 50 seconds until new 15s. Just watching to see if we can build higher, flip these offers, or if it's going to continue to just maintain POC of previous candle and then continue our slow grind down with a little bit of a volatile tail on each one of these 15s, right? We're never getting like a full just like trend down. We're getting a sell side move, and then the end of the candle we've been getting a bid that rotates us back up. That's just the action that we've been experiencing today. No solid directional trend. Inner candle, I guess is what I'm trying to say. New 15's opening now. But again, like, we have not flipped our POCs. We're still holding them as resistance from previous candles. We need that so we have a bit more confirmation. Or again, it is just a reversion to POC and then a rotation down with no
The Fed bids for
change.
3-month bills total $4 billion and 6-month bills total $3.5 billion.
What's up, Kevin? New 15s have opened, flat open, holding POCs so far on previous candle. We're just keeping an eye on that.
Ukraine's
See if we can
President
continue to find this
Zelensky
bid here,
confirming that we
35
should
to 50.
expect trilateral talks as early as Wednesday to Thursday. So we have heard that Abu Dhabi will host trilateral talks with Russia, Ukraine, and the US once again on those days, Wednesday and Thursday, as Zelensky just confirming this as well.
So this is into our offer here at 65 on NQ. Off of our flip of our 35.50 and our POC hold previous candle. This is just where our seller
clarifying
sits.
that they'll also hold a bilateral meeting with the US on the side.
Offer sitting at 65, just where we thought it would. Rotating back down to POC here at 50s. We're watching to see if we're going to get a reactionary move here that flips us and rotates us down to continue us on our merry way from our sellers before, or if we can hold here and then show interest for a continuation up, flipping our offer for a push to, I don't know, 910, who knows. Again, it is Monday. The market has about half the liquidity I want to see, and we are very slow, and we have not shown a clear shift of trend as of yet. We are trying to see if the bid will hold here at our 50 edge, which was our offer from before, for this rotation down into our target of our lower balance. We are now trying to flip these sellers into our bid and recover our previous day value high. We are stuck between our previous day value high and our current POC on the day. We are watching to see how we interact here. If we can hold above previous day value high and rotate up and recover these this pivot here, back over our edge, I'll be a bit more interested in the market. Let's see what happens. So far, just trying to flip this 35.50 that we were playing off of for the short side. Now trying to hold it as supportive. Rotating up. See if we can flip. I'm taking off 1 into 80 here from 50. Just to recover my stop out from 35 to 50. Let's see if we can flip this. Again, we're basically just watching to see if we can flip this to rotate up to that 910, or if this is going to continue to maintain is where we offer and then rotate down. We flipped our pivot here at our 35 to 50, rotating up, now trying to recover where our offer was sitting before. We're watching to see if there's now a buyer that's active here. That will rotate us up to our PVC value high. Right, if our POC on the daily holds is supportive here at our 65, 70, then we should be expecting a rotation up to our value high. If this continues to chop here and nothing really changes, then I don't really have much to talk about. So we'll see. It's the same thing on ES, right? If we can flip POC here, we should expect a rotation up to 705 or 005. ES pushing into target now, PVZ off of our flip of our POC. We are now heading into our value high. Again, this is just like we talked about. Same thing on NQ, rotating into our value high now off of the hold and flip of our POC. It's just a value rotation.
In 5 minutes time now at the bottom of the hour to get the US 3 and 6 month bill auctions. So the US selling 89 billion in 3-month bills with a prior high yield of 3.58% and a prior bid to cover of 2.9, and selling 77 billion in 6-month bills with a prior high yield of 3.52% and a prior bid to cover of 3.07.
This is just a retest of POC on the daily after the flip. We're trying to build a right side of V here. So we're looking for a higher low. We're looking for price to ideally try to bid here and find interest for that higher low if we're going to, again, flip this downtrend that we were putting in. We are holding POC a previous candle so far. We are trying to build over this seller that is sitting here. We are trying our best. Finding a bit of a sell. We're rotating back down in again into our daily POC. We are trying to find this bid into our previous day value high to our current daily POC here. If we can bid and hold this, should be able to rotate up. Same thing on ES here, holding our daily POC, as well as our PVZ POC here off of our rejection of our highs. We're just trying to build a higher low for a continuation up. RTY POC holding as supportive. No change, just a bit of a sell and or highs, and now we're trying to find the secondary bid.
Shortly expecting the results of both the 3 and 6 month bill auctions.
News in 50 seconds as well as new 15s. Ten seconds. Again, we held where we needed to. We're rotating back up into our offer here. If you played off of the POC into new 15s, you could always risk off one or move stops. Offer sitting pretty heavily at 900s right now into new 15s. We'll watch to see what happens. POC holding us supportive so far on the open of new candles. We'll watch for a retest here into our 7K on ES as well as our 880 on NQ. But again, we're just trying to get this right side of V that we've talked about for the last 20 minutes.
Three-month high rate of 3.6% and a bid to cover of 2.81. 6-month high rate 3.525% with a bid to cover of 3.08. So for the 3-month bills, the US is selling $89 billion and awarding 96.06% of bids at high. For the 6-month, the US is selling $77 billion, awarding 73.03% of bids at high.
This is thrilling.
Voice news disconnected.
Why is it so loud? 1 minute until new 15. Still just holding previous day value high and our POC on the day on NQ. Yes, still holding POC on the day as well as our just our PVZ POC. Just watching to see if we are able to hold here or if this is going to flip. There's no change. New 15-minute candles open in 50 seconds. New 15s have opened. Holy, I hate Mondays so much. Holding a previous day value high on NQ so far, just dropping.
The Trump on Truth Social, saying it was an honor to speak with India's PM Modi. Says he agreed to stop buying Russian oil and to buy much more from the US and potentially Venezuela. In this Truth Social post as well, again citing India, Trump says they will likewise move forward to reduce their tariff and non-tariff barriers against the US to zero.
Hopping into our
And that India is
PBZ
also to
value high
buy
here.
over $500 billion of US energy and technology, agricultural, coal, and other products.
New 15's opening in 20 seconds. No shift and hold below our previous day value high, just chop as we rotate up and try to build our daily POC here. Watching to see if we can flip our value highs for a supportive move and expansion higher, or if there's nothing else. I don't know. I mean, it's so slow. Just holding. See if we can get over this 12 here, or if offer sticks into our PVC value high. Into our target here, rotating above. Let's see if we can build and hold a flag here on ES and NQ above our value structure. Got a bit of a liquidity, a stacked imbalance here on our footprint candle here into our 904 to like 897. So as we come back down, if we can just flag into that, should be able to rotate up to 940, which was our high target from Friday. We push into this top of balance, 940. We're just watching to see how we interact here as we push down. Again, we're just trying to build over value here off of our hold of previous day value high and recovery and flip back over our POC on the daily.
The TASS citing the Russian foreign minister says the deployment of foreign military forces and military infrastructure in Ukraine will be considered by Russia as a foreign intervention. Google also say they're bringing serverless experience to high-end inference with support for NVIDIA RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell Server Edition GPUs on Cloud Run. US stocks extend gains with the Dow Jones now up 1%. S&P now up 0.7%.
Oh, Lord. Into our liquidity pocket off of footprint here. Just watching to see how we interact into our 904 890 area. We can hold this and then keep going. It's a great sign that we want to expand. If we can't hold a higher low here, then we'll rotate back down to POC. Just keeping an eye on Russell and ES as well. Still just holding above our value structure on ES. No change. Nothing is invalidated. Nothing at all. Just coming back down again off of our flip of our value. Just building out this tail on our volume profile. Incredibly slow market. Classic Monday. Pretty awful. Liquidity, pocket still holding off a
Moscow
footprint,
says if the
rotating
original
up.
anchorage
Yes,
formula is
holding,
kept, a
no
solution
invalidation.
for the Ukraine crisis can be found. This is coming from TASS News.
Target for ES is into 21, into this liquidity that's up here. For NQ, just 940, like we've been talking about, if we can hold. Again, very slow market, but still just rotating up. Offer sitting here into 25. See if we can flip it.
So according to Barron's, the BLS won't release the January jobs report on Friday. So again, this is just a report coming through from Barron's. They're saying here that the BLS will not be releasing the non-farm payrolls report on Friday. So we've posted the article from Barron's on the feed for those interested. There's no notice on the BLS's own website about this, but the key points from this say that the BLS won't release the January jobs report as scheduled due to the partial government shutdown. The Labour Department concludes the BLS is affected by the delayed funding package, and that other
Classic.
key reports, including JOLTS, will also be delayed.
Oh, yes. Another delay. Another jobs report that won't come to fruition.
So in this article, the BLS supposedly, again to Barron's, said today that even if lawmakers succeed in getting the funding restored, it will delay the release of several key reports this week, including Friday's jobs numbers. So the quote is that the employment situation release for January will not be released as scheduled on Friday, a BLS spokesperson told Barron's today.
Oh, Lord. New 15's opening now. Indoor liquidity on NQ. ES still holding our value edge. No change. Watch reoffer of POC from previous candle on NQ if we are going to sell just into our 912, 913 area. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything for you other than that. Just watch POC a previous candle here. Below 890, then we'll start to rotate down, in my opinion. Just back down to our POC off of a failure hit our highs. So far, nothing really to be concerned about, but it could easily turn into a rotation back through if we fail up into these highs. Again, we were just watching our pocket here and our offer into our previous candle.
So just keep in mind, in 10 minutes time now, it's actually at 12:25 p.m. Eastern Time. Fed's Bostic due to be participating in a moderated discussion at an event hosted by the Atlanta Rotary Club.
Liquidity on NQ still holding. ES still holding our liquidity pocket as well. Russell just straight up. Retesting our offer here from POC of previous candle.
NVIDIA and OpenAI deal is still on the table, according to CNBC, citing a source.
No one thought it wasn't.
So we're now 5 minutes away until we're expecting comments from Fed's Bostic, who's speaking at the Rotary Club of Atlanta. No indication whether a text or Q&A is expected, but we do have a live video on the feed for those interested.
If that news moves the market, this market is cooked. Like, we are in such copium. Jensen said this weekend that the deal was still on. Like, that's not new. Lord. Still holding POC to value high previous candle where the seller's stuck, just absorbing these buyers up into these highs so far. Again, I mean, there's really nothing great to trade right now. It's just typical Monday action. I'm really considering taking off Mondays from now on. Like, there's just no point. Like, I'm not here for I'm not gonna be here to the full day to just trade the first hour and then, like, fuck off. Like, it's just not happening. It's not worth it. What's the point? Just think about, like, every week how good our Tuesday through Fridays are, and then think about how mediocre our Mondays are. Like, what's the point? Might as well just have a 4-day weekend, you know? Holy. $40 till new 15s. So far, just consolidating. This could curl over again. Just gotta really keep an eye on this POC to value high from previous candle. We're seeing higher lows, but also lower highs, right? Very diamondy and top kind of vibe going on right now. But again, we haven't invalidated. We're still holding our liquidity pocket from below. Came right into it, absorbed, and are now rotating back up to this seller here. Just watching to see what we do. ES still holding our value edge, no change. Held our liquidity pocket just like on NQ, right? And are rotating back up into POC, a previous candle. New 15s are about to open right now. See if we can build here, break these lower highs, and find some sort of breakout bid that allows us to play, or if this is just going to sell down off of the failure here. It's too slow, man. Like I don't know what else to say. It's just too slow for me to care.
So the US BLS are now confirming January employment report due on Friday will not be published because of the partial federal government shutdown. So again, that's the non-farm payrolls unemployment rate cancelled for release on Friday. keep in mind this may also affect the JOLTS data as well, which was due to come out this week, actually due to come out tomorrow morning. Could affect this as well. We'll just wait for confirmation on that though.
Again, just held our liquidity at our lows, no invalidation, open of new 15s, held POC. I still think we're going to 940 above on NQ. How long it takes to get there, I have no clue. Yep. Still just slow grind up. What do you guys think this is about? Oh, here, this is a better link. Trying to do it internally instead of just like going to the news themselves like Snowden did, and just feels interested. I don't know. It just seems counterproductive. Like, you really think like an internal like review is gonna do anything? Like, no. Just block it. Red tape everywhere.
So we've gone into an Axios reporter on X just with a little bit more color on the Istanbul talks. So a US official said that the summit in Istanbul will focus on trying to put together a package deal that prevents the war. The official stressed that the Trump administration hopes Iran will come to the meeting ready to make the needed compromises.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I don't know. I mean, I noticed that like there was a lot of conversations that she had ties to Russia, but like, what is so secretive that they can't even tell Congress? I don't know. Interesting. Like they like can't even like they Congress doesn't have the authorization to know about it. that's that's yeah. Uh-huh. Did you see that the lawyer, the whistleblower's lawyer, previously advised a Central Intelligence Agency officer who in 2019 filed a complaint that sparked Trump's first impeachment? That's the guy who's working this case for the whistleblower right now. So it's probably legit. Did you see A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is coming out on Friday instead of Sunday, so that they don't compete with the Super Bowl this week? Mm-hmm. Not yet. I'm building up a little bit of a. I've got like the last 2 episodes I haven't watched for everything. I've been watching For All Mankind. I have not had time to watch anything else. Yeah, that's the one where instead of the U.S. Making it to the moon first, the Soviets do. So it's like an alternate history. And because the Soviets go to the moon first, it creates the space race never stops. So then it's a race to Mars. Yeah, I've been watching that.
Fed's Bostic says the strong economy will limit the extent of disinflation. The outlook for 2026 is continued resilient economy. So again, Fed's Bostic currently speaking at this event in Atlanta. We've got a live video on the feed.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I mean, if I had time to watch something, maybe I'll do that today. When Mario gets on, I'll like go catch up on shows, but it's hard when you've got my TV time is limited to a Democratic vote right now. Needs to be agreed upon by all parties. Let's not go labeling things, but you know. Did anyone go see the Melania documentary? Good? Was it bad? There was an article in in Cleveland about how nursing homes were going. I thought that was funny. There are buses full of nursing home people who are going to go see it. Made for a funny headline. But I love, like, if anyone's like actually seen it, if it was good. From my understanding, it was basically just like a bribe. Like the Trump estate got paid like 27 mil or something to make it. Huge. That's funny, Odin. It's a little dramatic. Having like theatrical release for a documentary just seems so odd. Like, who's gonna go see a documentary in the movie theater, man? I don't know. Seems like you're like setting yourself up for failure. Yeah, classic Monday, Nick. What's up, Greta?
Keep in mind, Trump currently speaking on the Dan Bongino show.
The who?
On Minnesota, he's saying, we want one thing. They're prisoners. We could get out of there really fast.
That was the FBI guy that quit. He's on his show. There's no video for that. I thought you were getting promoted.
Fed's Bostic says the US economy looks resilient even before accounting for tax bill breaks and deregulation.
Wait, I just realized what time it is. Where's Mario? Did I get scammed?
Fed's Bostic says the outlook for the first half of this year is for strong economic performance and inflation to stay high and a source of concern. Bostic says that no one is projecting a worsening of the labour market. So again, that's Bostic saying that no one is projecting a worsening of the labour market. Bostic thinks that by mid-year, we will have reached an equilibrium with the economy.
Pushing into our 940 target here on NQ. ES still a bit more room up to our reversion target, just into our reversion zone high. This is I don't know what to tell you. It's just the slowest grind up I've ever seen. Classic Monday. There's your target into 940 here on NQ into our liquidity. See if we get any more.
US natural gas futures extend losses with prices down 25% to a 2-week low on forecasts for warmer weather after the week of Arctic cold. S&P Schlegel says we can look through negative months of inflation, and the S&P can cut rates below zero, but with a higher threshold. The S&P interest rates currently are appropriate, and the S&P can be active in the forex markets if needed. Swiss economy is growing moderately and below average. So the comments from S&P President Schlegel speaking in an SRF interview. Also comments from Fed's Bostic. We're not through with inflation from tariffs.
Fed's Bostic says we're not through with inflation from tariffs. Bostic says it's premature to say that inflation job is done. And I didn't project any rate cuts in 2026. Bostic says it's hard to make a case our stance is heavily restrictive. Maybe 1 or 2 rate cuts would put us at neutral. And we have posted out S&B's Chairman Schlegel's interview on the feed for you to read through. Bostic says labour markets seem to have stabilized.
Guys, are we serious right now? Like, what are we doing?
Hello everybody.
Oh, look who decided to show up.
I had an appointment this morning that ran.
You're good, man. We are literally moving sideways.
What? I didn't look at the market this morning though. What a Globex.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Oh, what the hell?
Yep. So that was it. And now
Yeah.
it's the slowest grind up.
Well, I mean, in the last hour, ES has moved, like 2 points. So
Oh yeah.
it can't be that bad.
Well,
2-point scalps.
yeah, it's scalp, by the way. How long did it take to get 2 points? So annoyed. All right, now that you're here, I'm gonna mute, and I have to go talk to the front desk people because my door, the battery died, and the RFID doesn't work, so I can't lock it, which is kind of an issue. So I'm gonna go talk to them.
Maybe they'll let you just have like a key.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Imagine.
Replace the battery on this thing.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Well, I can't get locked out because the lock doesn't lock. So, At least it happened while I was inside my house instead of outside.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put charts on auto. It's not like we're doing anything anyways.
It's very funny how the TPO makes it look like the market is super thick, but it's literally just because we're not moving. And that comical.
Bostic says getting inflation back down is particularly important for low-income households. As Bostic says, we need to keep policy rate in mildly restrictive stance. Bostic says if we cut rates, it will be very unlikely to get inflation down to 2%. We need to be patient. Bostic says moving in any direction at this point would not be prudent. Adding stabilize the labor market gives us space to wait.
215s just opened a couple seconds ago.
Eight counterparties take $10.415 billion at Fed reverse repo operation.
NQ almost about to test this Globex value high, both ES-RTY have structure up here, right? Where, so like 2 points off the LVN, and the current daily value high on ES, but RTY here into the LVN. Just watching if we have buyers present in these areas, then we rotate back up in the same auction you guys have been doing for like the last hour. Or if we do have a bit of an order book flip and trade down and through. I am not super interested in taking initial tests. I mean, NQ range is okay if you want to go for it, but I would rather wait and kind of just watch for a resolution and trade away from this area. That's because of how slow it is, and it doesn't feel worth to even be in anything right now for me in terms of new entry. If we do hold, like I said, I don't think on NQ it's like horrible, but I also really don't want to sit in a little baby long for 30 minutes. But if we do look down and then have a retest of these kind of like previous auction lows from the last hour, might change my tune because we do have a lot more range potential then.
According to vote tally, French government survives first no confidence vote in parliament. Again, that's French premier surviving no confidence motion over 2026 budget.
There is our LVN test. Yes. NQ into POC. RTY is still in LVN. That's kind of a decision point. Testing here, the previous auction, RTY was not as responsive on the test down low.
All right, new 15s. I'm back. Let's see what we do.
We had a nice test down, but RTY is not really playing.
Yeah, looks like POC hold here, maybe. Fucking George.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, what do you like what? What do you rely on a assumption? 70K? Talk to someone, man. Oh my god. Huge. Door's been fixed.
Big.
And updated. Love that. Yeah. So far. Well, it helped that I told the people in the leasing office last week that my door was beeping and that I was worried. And then she checked like the system and it didn't show that there was a low battery or anything. So when I went in today and I was like, my shit's dead, and she was like, oh, like, okay, so you were right. I'll get someone on it right away. Ugh. It's crazy. They have like an app on their phone that has every single person's electronic door, and it's just like this Bluetooth app. And he just like clicked the button to update the OS in there. Like, okay, the firmware, I should say. And that's just like, it's cool that they're electronic, but also that's scary. Like an app that opens up every single door. Yeah, it's also kind of awful that like if my door had died, right? Like if the battery died, the battery mechanism is on the inside, right? So what happens if the deadbolt locks from the outside and your battery dies? They like take the door off the hinges. Imagine if it had died while I was out, and then they like charged me after I told them that it was dead or dying. You know, I'd have been pissed. This market is just wonderful. I'm still waiting for people to give me the okay to not show up on Mondays.
US Interior Secretary Burgum on whether Cuban regime could fall says absolutely. That's US Interior Secretary Burgum speaking to Fox News. Bergam on Cuba says, with a change in government, the investment upside is dramatic.
What's that guy's name? Burger Mon Cube? Is that what he said?
I hope so. That's gonna be my response. Is I sure hope so.
Oh, Secretary Burgum. Okay.
That concludes comments from Interior Secretary Bergam on Fox Business.
Burgum on Cuba
Fox
is
News.
what he said. God. Okay, well.
S&B's Chairman Schlegel says the current situation with low inflation and 0% interest rates is not easy for monetary policy. S&B's Chairman Schlegel says we see no alternative to US Treasuries for central bank reserves.
Full RTI oscillation here. New 15s.
France adopts budget after Premier survives no confidence votes. Also on February 4th, US is to host critical minerals ministerial. Also, according to the vote tally, French government survives second no confidence vote on budget parliament.
The guy who is working on my door saw my office and was like, "Oh, you do stocks? Have you heard of Dogecoin?" And he's like, "Mr.
Yeah.
Beast is coming out with a new coin soon." And it was like trying to tell me about it. It's, Beast Financial Services, guys, get on BFS. It's the next meme, apparently. Apparently, Mr. Beast is going to launch it. He's gonna have a Super Bowl ad. Get in before the ad goes off. Make your million. You heard it here first. Nah, I'm good. Based. Who knew that you could make worse Lunchables? I'll never understand the Feastables. I thought they took those off market. Those still exist?
For a little bit, I think they did.
I thought that was no more. Feastables. Oh, apparently they were just rebranded and reformulated because they were awful. The Mr. Beast bar name was discontinued and the D's Nuts flavor was renamed peanut butter following a legal claim from the peanut company D's Nuts. Kiz?
Holy.
Was it called Feastables or was that just the chocolate bar? I don't know anything about this garbage. I swear that they like discontinued their Lunchables knockoff. Was that Feastables as well? Oh no, that was Lunchly.
Ah, yes. Lunchly.
I swear that those were discontinued. Maybe they weren't. I guess not. Huh? Guess it's still a thing. I'll never understand like Lunchables. Like I even had them as a kid, but like why? Like you look at like what you're actually eating, and it's like I just like it's so stupid. Like I can't. That was like an adult looking at it, being like, "Really? This was easier than just like making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for me?" This market is waffle. Just awful. Yeah, I mean, I played the short from this morning off of the initial sell. I played the secondary move at 65 down, and then I played the offer at 35 to 50 down for another leg, and then I got stopped out over 50, and then I flipped long, and then that was like basically the last thing I did. Was playing off of 35 to 50. And then I closed that long into 925 and have done nothing since then. It's kind of in dead market. Hey, it's a good short. Staying in that position is probably miserable. Retesting our 940 breach. Let's see if we can push. Russell starting to lose some momentum. New PVZ. Value high sitting at 950. POC sitting at 912 on NQ.
Seeing here, Oracle set to raise $25 billion in bond sale tied to AI funding. Oracle $25 billion bond is the largest US corporate deal this year.
All right. Well, I'm probably done. I mean, this is pointless. I'm not gonna trade this, even if we keep going up. Like, there's just nothing really to do. But I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, the market's a bit more interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Mondays are just pointless. Absolutely pointless.
We'll see if the earnings this week shake some stuff up as well.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Yeah. Goodbye.
Peace.